Welcome to our brave new world. A world free of strife. There's no need for you to rush. You're already where you were meant to be. There's no need for you to think. The pressure is removed. All decisions are made. We've offered you comfort, harmony, and order, requiring only that you obey.
Vector, a video game classic made by Nekki. Nekki is a video game company which was founded in 2002, and aside from Vector, the company has also made other bangers like the Shadow Fight series, which was one of the best fighting games of all time. Vector is a side-scrolling platformer just like Jetpack Joyride, Sonic, and Mario. And it was released in 2012. It's kinda like an endless runner, but it's different with its unique art style, realistic parkour movements, and an environment that actually stands out, just like the Shadow Fight series. But if you have played the game, you'll also know there is a story to it. But it's, how can I say, it's confusing, and with its sequel Vector 2 getting absolutely removed from the App Store by Nekki, the story's been left at a cliffhanger. Why? Your guess is better than mine. Put down in the comments. And well, I'm just going to be using some information which I've got from the second game and some things we know from the first. Logical and reasonable timeline so we can get proper lore and quite understand what's going on. Well, our story begins with our character number 307 in the year 2168. As seen in the intro, we jumped out of a building and went into an area called the downtown. With full main character energy and plot convenience, we are a parkour expert with inhuman stamina, allowing us to flex on the chaser and not get tired. We almost get caught, but we are saved by another runner. It shows that we aren't alone in escaping the company. Eventually we get into a dead end and our capped friend helps us, gives us the keys to his car and sacrifices himself, leaving us with no choice to leave him behind. The second area, also known as the construction site, is the area that is much more harder and everything's against us. It's kinda giving simulation vibes, but after a while we meet another runner and she tries to escape as well on her glider, and we decided to take a hike with her, and the glider wasn't made for two, I guess, and we crashed down into the final area known as the technology park. And the hunters aren't playing around anymore since there are a lot in the area, and we find a weird bike. We take it and things go downhill from there. We get caught, and in the final cutscene we are placed into a pod along with other runners, and that's the end of the Vector Classic. Games always leave us with more questions than answers, like why are we placed in a pod, who is the corporation, and what is the reason behind anything, which was in the second game, our failed sequel. Like most games, it's considered a failed sequel since it got released, abandoned, and then cast aside. The one thing it failed to do was to capture the feeling of the first. The first was simple and fun, and the second was, over the top and harder, which made everything fail. Anyways, we awaken from our nightmares from the first game and see we're in a high-tech lab in the year 2188, 20 years after the first game. And during the time, we were trapped in the pod. And to get that sweet lore, we need to get to all the journals and notes. We're in the 22nd century and the government has collected all its talented scientists together to a top secret foundation which got built by prisoners. Damn. Anyway, their goal was to create weapons for the military, and 3 inventions were created. First, an AI named Sam. The second was a group of medical nanobots called the Swarm. Actually, I wouldn't trust a robot with that name. But anyway, and lastly, a cloning device which has no name. Sam was a big AI responsible for evening out resources and solving world problems. But your personal well-being isn't a factor. So yeah, it was also good in economics and business. Of course CEOs wanted it. So Sam had the ability to manipulate people with her voice like a siren? Yeah, like a siren. As said, the complex artificial intelligence is awesome. Playing chess with her is a pleasure. I bet the damn thing yielded to me intentionally once or twice. Of course, defeating a human is not a problem for her. The second one reads, some guys from the lab told me that the AI's voice wasn't picked at random. They have been looking for a voice that could fill men with peace of mind. That's why it's so nice chatting with her. So, that guy we saw in the first game? Yeah, that's a modified version of Sam. And why we were being captured? Because of our willpower to overcome Sam's voice. And not our incredible parkour skills or our stamina. Nah, just your willpower. The swarm were meant to be used in surgeries but failed and led to a fatal accident, causing them to be regarded as failures. But after a few modifications, they became excellent security system. And for the cloning device, you can basically know what happened there. And with the name suggests, it also led to ethical issues and uses and clone slavery of some sorts. But yeah, and also since the clones do not need to go to school due to genetic memory and they'll be born as mature. Yeah, that's the lore vector. Basically, yeah, because I got most of it, hopefully. But yeah, that's the whole story of Vector. A guy going through all this and then we find a little bit of that, but yeah, that's the lore. So thank you guys for watching. If you got this far, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what game you want me to play or make a theory about, because I have noticed you guys really like the theory videos, which you must check out the pop playtime video. And anyway, so see you later.